while Ugandans were just struggling to find independence and chase away the colonizers, deciding whether Baganda should lead or Northerners should lead, people were absolutely doing cool stuff in the world. Have you seen the Austin Hilly Sprite, guys? Like, it has like a frog eye, first of all. Like, the eye pops out so nicely. It's so cute. Then have you seen the color? Have you seen the color? It's red, like that really nice and deep red, man. That car has me on a chokehold. Hello everyone, welcome to the Vintage Catalog GG. My name is Acheng Elizabeth Ashley and I'm here to take you through the Vintage Catalog. Well, they just had a recent meet and greet and it was quite interesting actually. Yeah, I got to see a number of classic cars that I never had imagined seeing except on TV. You know, when like the Queen used to move in the 50s? That's the last time I saw them. But I got to see them up close. So I'm here to take you through. So I was lucky enough to go for the meet and greet. The Vintage Catalog guys had a meet and greet and well, it was by invite, but I happen to know someone who knows someone. You know, these things of connections. Yeah, so I want to thank my cousin. He's the one who took me to the meet and greet and I actually had a lot of fun. And I just want to tell you guys what happened in the meet and greet. So these guys are a group of men who are so passionate about vintage cars, classics. They actually collect them and they love them so much. Most of them do the repairs themselves, yes? As much as they involve a few mechanics here and there, but also on the other end, I had it's hard to get, experienced mechanics. These are classics, yeah? And knowing the Ugandans and the way they go about things, I'm sure most of them don't know the knowledge and the background in detail. So yeah, these guys actually had to improvise and I was so impressed by the number of cars I saw there. So this one was majorly a Benz meetup and a few other cars came along, as I shall show you, including my favorite that I fell for. I like to call it Sexy Reds. Yes, but I'm going to give its technical name. First of all, I thought it was like a toy car. Like, oh my god, this guy has like a very cute car for his kids. Yeah, like those planned kids. Yeah, until I got near the car. It hits you different. Like, you just have to stand near the car to feel the taste of richness. Like, it's so exotic, mind you. I got a chance to actually enter the car. Guys, drum rolls for me. And man, I'm not the same. That's all I can say. My takeaway was, guys, we need to make money. We need to buy some of these things. But you see, even for such cars, even money, like having the money, cannot give you such a car. Because the amount of dedication and patience you need, guys. First of all, when I saw the car, how it looked before, as you can see, it was worrying. I was wondering the kind of magic the owner used to transform this car from how it looked to how it looks right now. Because man, that requires a lot of patience. That's when you actually know, like, men are patient people. Me, I'll just go buy my car, VTs or Subaru, because I can't handle. Yeah, so you can clearly see like the amount of dedication these guys give to the cars, because it takes so much patience, dedication, a lot of time, energy, knowledge and money goes into restoration and transformation of this car to the state you're actually seeing right now. Yeah, sometimes even having the money cannot save you. On top of all of that, you even need to have the knowledge. Some of these guys you see, they actually know how to repair these cars by themselves. When it gets spoiled in the road, they know, this could be the problem. Somehow they pick up the really good mechanics. Personally, if it were me, now when the car gets spoiled, I get out of the car and make a phone call. Hi baby, the car is spoiled. So, and your car is stuck in the middle of the road. And now with very few mechanics know the dynamics of these vintage cars and classics, yes? So guys, when I sat in this car, first of all, I thought we wouldn't make it to the road. You know the way it looks and its bouginess? I thought it's like that car you drive in your compound, from the gate to the house, from house number 1 to house number 2. Yes, like it's so exotic. I feel like it should be like for driving around your big yard and mansion, or like the president uses it to move within State House. That's the vibe it gives, yeah. Until I actually saw the owner driving it to the road, the main road, and it was busy. And there was like a huge truck coming. Now here comes the part where like there's a hilly area and the car had to climb. Guys, I was worried for a sec because this car looks so small. It looks like those cars people use for karting in Golovi, yeah? That's how tiny it looks. And in my head, I knew we were going to get out and have to push the car in order for it to climb. Shockingly, guys, these cars have so much power. It actually climbed with so much ease. I was so impressed. Like, you just have to be in it to feel it. So on doing my research, I actually found out they used to use it for racing back in the 50s. Can you imagine? Like, such a car being on a race field. And it was a goat, apparently. So man, big ups to the guys who developed this car. Like, that was brilliance on its own. G-Wagon, Austin Healey Sprite. That's it's a tough question, especially for a girl. You know, most ladies like G-Wagons, yeah, because of the vibe they give. But to be honest, have you seen the Austin Healey Sprite? Imagine yourself seated inside. Even the police guy who normally stops guys at the road will give you respect and wave his hat off to you. Yeah, because the car gives a sense of money. On top of money, it gives a sense of class. Yeah, and with a G-Wagon, yes, a G-Wagon screams money, but I feel like this car shouldn't be on Ugandan roads, especially considering how reckless Ugandan drivers are. So my suggestion is they should like be carried around in carriers most of the time. Like when you want to drive, you sit in it, you go on the car carrier and they take you to, for example, Lugogo. Now when you reach Lugogo is when the car gets down and goes to wherever you want to go. Because with Uganda, our reckless taxi drivers can come and knock you. Leave alone the borders who have like 9 lives. You're there cruising and he comes and knocks you. Yeah, so I really think a carrier would be best for it. So then it reaches somewhere, wherever you're going, then you now cruise. So I would have loved to show you guys the details of this car and a test drive. You guys see me cruising in it. Yeah, that's if the owner is generous enough to let me do that. But so in our next video, we're going to give you more details, especially the restoration process and details, baby steps of how the car moved from where it was before to where it is, and we shall show you how powerful it is, test it on the road, give you different angles, and you guys can ask us, anything, what you'd like to know about the Austin Healey Sprite. One of the things I noticed during this meet and greet, first of all, is the sense of community and bonding that these guys had. First of all, with themselves, secondly, with their cars. There's a guy I saw washing his car by himself. Like, that is so much love and dedication. You know that thing where you can let someone else do it, but you feel like you need to do it yourself. It was very touching, and yeah. Then secondly, these guys, they meet up to just talk about cars, bond about cars, ask each other questions.
It has been to most of the corners of this country. Yes, so that's why I love it. Strong and can withstand any kind of weather.
Guys, on preservation of these cars, let's talk about the number plate. So you know how normally a number plate tells you a lot about the age of the car? When you find a UAE, UBY, yeah, you know the car is newer compared to when you find a UA car. So, versus the new system of number plates, yeah, all of them are generalized. So personally, I feel like, imagine such a vintage and classic car, then you give it the new digital number plate, all of them generalized. I feel like it's losing a major piece of the car. Because when you just look at the car, for example, look at this one, then you peep its number plate, that alone is able to tell you like this is a very old car. Yeah, it adds a touch to it being vintage. Yes, and as much as people are moving on and new things keep developing, car tourism is actually a thing, and it's a very, very big thing. For example, recently we had the auto show in Kololo. Now that is car tourism. It's why the auto show guys pull off such a big move, yes, because they know what it means. Yeah, so I feel like these vintage cars need to be protected, and the number plates are major and a huge part of them. For example, you see Kenya, those guys have like one of the best car shows in East Africa because they know the value of cars. They know what cars mean. Yeah, they know that cars run deep, cars have age, and there's a lot they bring in, and such in itself just attracts people. Yeah, there's something about cars that attracts a lot of people. Now, for countries that know the value, they're able to leverage on that, organize big car shows, protect their cars, and yeah, just put in a load. So just like, subscribe, drop a comment, anything you want us to dive into about the Hilly Sprite. We'll be here in our next video. Thank you.